So, all right, folks, we did say that we would be speaking with the president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, but well, he's on now. I think Mr. Johnston is with us now, so let's see if we could have a little chat because we want to know what's going on with the schools. I think we should be opening in early September as usual, but because some of the schools were really devastated, Sim and I were talking about the Monroe, one school that I think they said they'll have like 36 buildings and 31 were devastated. But with us now is Mr. Leighton Johnson, who's the president. Mr. President, morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Neville. Good morning, Simone. Good morning to your viewers.
Morning,
I am well,
sir.
thanks.
Great to have you with us this morning, sir. Give us the latest.
Of course, yes. The passage of Hurricane Beryl did cause some disruptions, did cause some devastation. Monroe, a few other schools, Manning's, several of our primary schools within the southern area of our country, as well as the Bethlehem Moravian College. Those institutions suffered between moderate to extensive damage, as well as some schools in Trelawney. We know Westwood, we know the Clarkstown Primary School. Those schools were severely impacted. What we see now is that work has started on the schools that were severely impacted with a view of getting them ready for the resumption of school in September. Of course, based on the severity of the damage in terms of how ready those schools will be for September morning, which is September 2nd, that there is a little uncertainty for that, because notwithstanding the fact that the buildings were damaged, there are some schools too that suffered extensive damage to their electrical installation. And that, again, that in and of itself is posing another challenge. So what I have received from some of the principals is that there is going to be a delayed start to school by perhaps a week. School is slated to resume on September 2nd. So the idea is to give another week just to ensure as best as possible schools can reopen.
And you think, Sir Prezi, that with some of the destruction that you have seen and heard about, that an extra week is practical in terms of a start time, or are we really looking at, for some of them, a lot longer? And what happens in the event that that is the case?
If that is the case, well, of course, at this point, the school administrators and the Ministry of Education will have to make that determination. What we have seen is that work is ongoing, and we are happy for that, at the pace that which we want to see it. We knew it was always going to be a task, because the summer holidays presented just a small window, a very short window, for the magnitude of repairs to be done. So it is now going to be down to the Ministry of Education and school administrators in collaboration with the parents and other stakeholders to make that determination. Because of the hurricane, this disruption, we perhaps might have to contemplate online classes in some regards. And we know the challenge of online school. I don't think parents and students at this time are really prepared for it. Two, those schools in some of the areas that were really devastated, there is no power, no electricity in some of those areas to this point. So we see that even to contemplate online school is going to be a challenge because of the lack of electricity. So what we are saying now is that we simply need to, get all hands on deck to ensure as best as possible our schools are back in a state where they will be able to host face-to-face classes.
Yep, Sir Leighton, we don't have a lot of time because we have to run to news, but tell me quickly, and I'll use the word damaging, how damaging it would be if you don't start school for another 2 weeks or 3 weeks. How tough would that be for everyone involved?
Of course, time is always of the essence, and schools operate on a schedule. There's a curriculum, there are syllabuses that must be completed. Of course, there is going to be some setback. There is going to be some setback. But what I am confident about, I'm confident in the ability of our teachers to get the job done. I'm confident that once persons, including parents and students, understand the task that needs to be accomplished, everybody putting their heads down, then I believe with the creativity and innovation that our teachers and administrators have demonstrated over the year, they will make up for the time that is lost.
All right,
so though it is critical, it is something that I believe we can manage at this time.
All right, sir, we have to go. Thanks for your service, and please tell the teachers that we love them and we need them. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. All the best.
Yeah,
Have a great day.
Yep. Jamaica's Teachers Association President, Mr. Leighton Johnson. Coming up right now, second edition of News in 5.